Hi, I'm Mr. Artist.
And I'm Miss Moultrie.
And we're here to discuss the Southview Middle School Summer Enrichment Program, Explore the Common Core, the Writing Project.
I'm excited about it.
Okay, so Miss Moultrie, tell us a little bit about the Summer Enrichment Program that we want to do with our students this year.
Okay, like you and I have been discussing, in the past we've done the summer reading project time and time again with our students, and over time we've seen that students have either just chose random books and written their reports. This will just take their information from the preface forward, and they're really not reading the books anyway. So what we decided to do this year is we decided to sit down and explore writing. Writing is an intricate part of the Common Core.
So this is a new way of approaching the summer project.
I think so. I think it'll be awesome, you know. Once we get the ball rolling and get it out there, I think it's going to be awesome.
Okay, so what's the process of what are the expectations for the students? What do you want them to do?
The students will actually have the opportunity to sit down and choose a particular topic to write about. We've aligned for them, we've set up for them a number of topics to choose from, but all they have to do is do the research and read for background information on their own throughout the summer. So it's forcing them to read as well as develop their writing at the same time.
So Ms. Moultrie, give us the 7 steps that we want our students to do, and then I'm going to come back and give us the topics. We have aligned the topics by each subject area. So we have one for math, science, social studies, etc. But Ms. Moultrie is first going to tell us about the steps, the process that you're going to take regarding the different topics that you take.
You can actually create a research paper in a 7-step system. That system would include first choosing your topic. Second, you gather your information. The third thing you would do is you would construct a thesis, which is also a part of developing your outline. The outline is optional. The next step would be to have a peer or parent evaluation. We want the parents and the other peers to be involved. We're looking over your paper, helping you to develop your writing. The next step will be actually drafting the paper and doing your own editing. And then the last thing that you would do is proofread it and then publish your paper, which will be when you return back to the school in the new year, August 2014.
So the actual project itself will be due probably about September, beginning of September.
About September. And the thing we're excited about is this is Southview's initiative. I think we're one of the first schools, I'm not sure, but I think we're one of the first schools in the county to actually do the summer writing project. So if it goes well, maybe someone else can pick it up and adapt it.
Maybe. We might be able to do it at other schools. That's a good idea. We have a variety of topics that we want to share with you. The first one for English Language Arts is speak out or not. Do bystanders have responsibility to intervene when there is trouble? Is it all right to be a whistleblower? What's a synonym for whistleblower, Ms. Moultrie, that the kids might know?
Snitch.
Okay, we're talking about snitching, but you know, should you intervene if you see something going on? So some people say, I don't want to be a snitch, while other people might say, I need to get involved.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, for math and PE, we've combined these two. Should reading and math be taught in gym class too?
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's not just a matter of we're going to go in and do 100 jumping jacks. We're also going to see how we can incorporate math and reading skills to improve those basic skills with students. So you give us your point of view. The one for science, the topic is, should scientists try to help people beat old age so that we can live longer?
That's good. Now I think you've actually sat down and you've found a topic for every subject.
Every subject area. Okay. So science, so that's to help those people who have old wrinkles. That wouldn't be me. I don't have wrinkles. Okay? Social studies. What is more important, our privacy or national security?
That's huge.
So sometimes people don't want to be watched and want their phone calls listened to, but also it's a matter of knowing that it's for your national security.
And keep in mind, you get the opportunity to explore these ideas on your own. You'll take the topic and then you can look it up on the internet. Mr. Artist will speak to that in a second. We might be able to give you 1 or 2 sources, but you have to work out building up the topic, finding information, the good, the bad, the pros, the cons about the topic.
And we're going to give you an outline, but it's going to still be the process that you're going to have to take. For health, we have, do you think a healthier school lunch program is a lost cause? For culture arts, do we need art in our lives? Should viewing art be a part of every child's education? Does it make us smarter or expose us to new ways of seeing the world? And then the last one is for technology. Are you distracted by technology?
Because students are using a great deal of technology in the classrooms, and in some ways it's hindering the student more than it is helping the student. But you be the judge. That's a good question. Are you distracted easily by technology in the classroom?
Well, what did you say? I was reading something on my computer.
Are you distracted? Were you distracted?
Maybe I was. For each of these topics, we're going to provide you with a website that you can go that gives you an article that breaks down what they're talking about, but you're not going to be able just to take what's there. You're going to have to go find other sources. How many sources, Ms. Marjorie?
That's right. I think our discussion is going to be 6th grade, you'll be required to have 2. 7th grade will be required to have 3. And 8th grade, I think you're going to be required to have 3 or 4.
Okay, so more information will be in the letter. And Ms. Marjorie, did you want to share some additional sources and resources that the kids can use?
Yes, and mentioning citing sources, that is a big part of Common Core, knowing how to go back and find your evidence to support your response or your answer. So what we are going to add to that is if you never cited a source or you get confused on how to cite your source, that means you're going to list the materials that you use to come to support your opinion. One is Kid Bib Toolkit. That's by Blue Valley Education Services. You can just Google Kid Bib Toolkit, Blue Valley Education Services, and it actually allows you to put in your information and develops the bibliography for you. Another one you can Google is Library Kids Zone. Again, that's Library Kids Zone. And again, these are 2 sites you can use to learn how to cite your sources, the materials you use to develop your paper.
So if there's any questions, if you want to know more information about the project, if this is not enough, you can visit my blog, which is tarhillteachers.blogspot.com. I'll say it again, www.tarhillteachers.blogspot.com. And also you can visit the Southview Middle School website, which is svms.ccs.k12.nc.us for additional information.
Explore the Common Core Summer Writing Project.
And we'll see you August 2014.